Hey guys, so I wanted to just provide a quick update. I know I didn't really do that in my last video, but so I said update, but it wasn't really a true update. I had a lot of hallucinations. I feel like I'm trying to figure out what's going on because there's so many weird things that are happening. Like yesterday I played so much Dota, and by the end it just was like I was 2 minutes ahead of the game. I was so glitchy. It was like, what's going on? Why isn't it like, why is this not normal? And then like I saw a stuffed animal, like frog eye wink. I saw a dark figure hug me in the mirror and I felt the warmth of it. And there's just so many things that happen to me that just feel like, what's happening, what's really happening. Because I know that I wouldn't have experienced this if I wasn't manic. But the real question is what I'm seeing actually meaningful? That's the thing. Should I just ignore it? Or should I be like, oh, like my frog winked at me. Maybe it has like its own, like, you know, what's it called, like, how like the force in Star Wars, how every living thing has its own like energy. What if like the frog is trying to make me hallucinate him winking? In that case, we're interacting. It's not just me being crazy. So it's like inanimate objects, and I swear, like, I've had these two things move around my room, and these are just little, like, rocks, so I can understand why they would move, but at the same time, like, what's happening, I don't understand everything, and I feel like there are some people out there who have a spiritual journey and kind of figure out what they believe and, everything like that. And I'm just like, I don't know what to believe because there's so many people in my life that don't believe in spiritual things, and then there are other people that do, but like purely Christian and don't want to like believe that, you know, you could change reality with your mind, sort of thing. Or like, it goes back to that day that my consciousness just wasn't here for a day. I was in my room in the same spot, like doing something in my room for like 30 minutes, and the whole day passed. And apparently, I had been downstairs, I had been, doing everything. And it's just like, what happened exactly? And why did that happen? And who was me? Like, who was me? It doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. And there's all these things that happen to me over the course of many years that make me confused as to the real truth of the world and whether everything is objective or everything is subjective. And the thing is, it just really doesn't make sense because there's so many things we don't know. And if something was objective, there must be like, we don't know anything if something is objective, but then is that the objective truth that we don't know anything? And if we don't know anything, how do we know that? And that's the biggest paradox, I guess. And I credit someone for saying that first, Sam, who I play Dota with, and we talked yesterday with my boyfriend also. We had a discussion about, you know, um, subjectiveness versus objectiveness. And we're talking about, the world and how we perceive things to be morally incorrect, but then other people perceive it to be morally correct. And it's just like, so everything is subjective, everything is subjective. But is there any objective truth then? Is there some ultimate truth that, maybe we are just little creatures like in the Matrix living in pods? Like, we don't know that, but doesn't matter is the real thing. And I think that's what gets me every time is like I try to figure out what is happening. And the thing is, it doesn't matter because if I just keep living my life, I can live in bliss. Like that guy in the Matrix who wanted to go back. He wanted to taste the steak again. He didn't want the gruel that they had. They didn't, want any of that stuff. And it's just like, so I think in general, there are multiple realities and there are multiple splits in realities and there are multiple Earths that are the same as ours. They're multiples of us, and perhaps that time when I was just not here, my consciousness was gone. Perhaps someone from another um like another Earth consciousness, I guess, took my place for a day. I don't know. That's just a theory, but like it's crazy how that happens because there's a lot of things we don't know, and we are told to believe they're hallucinations and that we're crazy and that we need meds. But I think there's a difference between, you know, being okay with it and accepting it and just living with it. Like, I mean, a beautiful mind was like an exaggeration of what could happen because some people just can't like tell the difference. But it's like, I know the difference, and if I see something, I just can't be scared. And the thing is, I still am scared, which is why I have to take meds, I guess, because, you know, I think that in a way I could live with them and I could pretend they're spiritual omens or whatever, but it's like really at the end of the day, I just have to keep living my life and, not draw too much attention to myself, because if I do, then it's like, well, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? And you're crazy, let's lock you up, sort of thing. And nobody wants that. So it's like you have to pretend you're normal, but at the same time, you know you're not normal. And at the same time, you're seeing things that aren't normal and you want to tell someone, but you can't. That's just the truth. It's crazy. And, yeah, so that's my little spiel. I just wanted to go through that quickly because that's what's on my mind. But please comment anything you have, any opinions you have about subjectiveness, objectiveness, hallucinations, your thoughts about what I'm experiencing, any spiritual revelations you've had, spiritual journeys you've had, like how old you are and how long it took you to come to terms with your hallucinations and whether you're still on meds now. If you don't want to write all that, that's fine. You just, comment one thing, but I really appreciate all of your comments. I hope that you're subscribed. If not, please subscribe. Please hit the like button because I really think that helps my channel grow with the engagement rate and everything. I want to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and you guys can really help me by doing that and also sharing this video with 5 friends. Yes. So that being said, please share that. Please like, subscribe, and I am doing a lot better actually. I hope you guys are doing okay. And yeah, that is it for today's video, and I hope you guys have a good rest of the day. Please exercise, please eat well, please stay safe, please, spend some time outside. It's been kind of nice recently. So yeah, I'll see you all next time. I hope that um you all stay well. Okay, see ya.